Montrose Golf Resort and Spa is located in Coorg, around 250 kilometers from Bangalore, which is roughly a 4 to 5 hour drive. To reach the resort, we'll need to drive through a narrow stretch for the last 10 kilometers, which can be a bit tricky when another vehicle approaches from the opposite direction. Spread across 120 acres, this resort is surrounded by the Western Ghats with lush greenery and coffee plantations. It even features its own private golf course. This video is not sponsored by Montrose Resort. Everything I share here is my honest review based on my personal experience. They offer 4 room categories, and in this video, I'll be showing you their highest category room, the villa. These villas are spread across the property away from the main building, offering more privacy and seclusion. Each villa covers an area of about 850 square feet and comes with a separate living room, a dining space, a private balcony, and a skylit bathroom. The layout is spacious and the interiors are thoughtfully designed. However, the maintenance was disappointing. When I checked in, I noticed the villa floors were quite slippery, possibly because something had been spilled and not cleaned properly. The floor mats and curtains had stains, which raised the concerns about cleanliness. The entire villa also had a strange, unpleasant smell, adding to the dissatisfaction. At night, I also noticed a lot of insects on the glass and mesh doors, which is understandable since the resort is surrounded by forest. However, I've stayed at other properties in Coorg located deep in the woods and I've never seen these many insects. In the bathroom, there was no hand shower, which is usually a basic feature in most luxury resorts. Because the villas are located away from the main building, guests need to request a buggy for transport. However, calling reception was often frustrating because they wouldn't pick up the phone for a long time, and eventually when someone answered, the buggy took ages to arrive. Now, coming to the hospitality, I felt it could be improved significantly. The overall service was poor, and many of the staff didn't seem particularly friendly, polite, or professional. My first impression wasn't great either. At the main gate, the security guard asked for my booking name and verified it in his list, which is completely fine and part of normal protocol. But as soon as I reached the main building, another staff member asked for my booking name again, even though he had no list to verify it. Just moments later, the duty manager asked the same question, again without verification. Finally, at the reception, I was asked for my booking name one more time. It's understandable to confirm the booking at the entrance and reception, but being asked the same thing by multiple people within a span of few minutes felt unnecessary and disorganized. The Wi-Fi is quite bad throughout the resort, and mobile network connectivity is also quite poor in the resort. Please subscribe to my channel if you found this video helpful and want to see more similar content. Moving on to the food, I was again quite disappointed. The breakfast buffet wasn't impressive, where most of the dishes were bland and lacked flavor. Service was also slow, and empty dishes at the buffet weren't replenished for a long time, and requests to waiters often went unanswered. Since the resort is located in a remote area, there are no nearby restaurants, leaving guests with no choice but to dine in-house and overpay for below average food. Additionally, they do not offer a complimentary high tea, which is something most luxury resorts provide as part of their experience. In this resort, they do not have a normal electric buggy, but instead they have a jeep and a minibus to transport guests to and from their villas. The jeep can be a bit difficult for some guests to get in and get out. The jeep especially is very loud, and I was woken up in the morning since they were driving it near my villa. I also felt that they drive a bit too fast, making it feel like an off-road adventure ride. On the brighter side, the resort does offer a range of activities like horse riding, coffee plantation tours, nature walks, bird watching, and more. They also have both indoor and outdoor games, including archery, shooting, table tennis, and of course the golf course. There is also a stable, a dairy, and a petting zoo with several friendly animals that guests, especially children, can pet and play with. There are also indoor and outdoor play areas for kids. Overall, my experience at Montrose Golf Resort was quite disappointing. Many travel websites list this as a 5-star resort, but it definitely does not meet the expectations typically associated with the 5-star property. While the property itself is beautiful and set in a stunning location, it lacks maintenance, the staff need better training, and the food quality really needs improvement. Unless the management takes serious steps to address these issues, I wouldn't recommend this resort to anyone looking for a premium stay in Coorg. If you've stayed at Montrose Golf Resort, I'd love to hear about your experience in the comment section. And if you're looking for more resort reviews, be sure to check out my other videos.